If you're thinking about staying in the Bahamas this summer, we just stayed at the Atlantis in Nassau, Bahamas, and here's my honest review. We're actually checking out of our room right now, and we got here on Monday, and we're checking out on Saturday. When we flew into the Bahamas airport, thank God it was clean. I've been to other countries where their airport just was horrible. So their airport was pretty nice, but when we got here, 3 planes were delayed, and so by the time we got out to our driver had been waiting for over an hour, and so we were charged a fee. Thank God they didn't leave, because I don't know how we would have gotten here, but just keep that in mind. Booking a driver ahead of time is so important because they were there for us, and we could just hop in it and just go. One of the first things we noticed about the Atlantis is that it is gorgeous here. It really is just beyond what you can imagine. Like, all the pictures online don't really do it justice. So when we got here, we were definitely like in awe of how gorgeous it was. We came here for a honeymoon, and we did not know that it's completely cashless. So we came here with a lot of cash, which was not smart because we got here and you either had to have a credit card or you have to use your room key, and that was really fun. So we went up to our first room, and we were placed in a second-story room. Again, it's our honeymoon, and we didn't want to look at kids at a water park. So we're like, hey, is there any way we can be up higher, have a better view? We came downstairs. They're like, absolutely. And then we went up to, like, guest services. And I don't know. Some people here are very, very sweet, but most of them are pretty rude. They just don't really entertain very much conversation, and I think it's just maybe part of the culture. I don't know. But when we told them what was going on, they were just like so confused, did not understand. Anyways, we got a better room. We're on the 12th floor now, and this is our view. It's not the view that I booked, but it's fine. The harbor view, and it's actually really pretty. Stunning. So, way better room. They did great when they gave us a new one. But we went down to the water park area. That's where we're staying. We're staying in the Royal because you can stay at multiple different of the hotels they have here, but we stayed at the Royal. And there's just a lot of families. Like, we were shocked to see that there are huge families everywhere. Like, you're up here and it's quiet, and the moment you step downstairs, it's insane. So don't come here if you want, like, a romantic quiet time, because you're probably not going to find that.
Not the place you want to go for that.
Unless you're going to be on the beach constantly, which is what we ended up doing because it was the most quiet spot. The water was beautiful, gorgeous. It's like this beautiful blue that you just don't find anywhere else, or you can't find unless you're on a tropical island. So that was awesome. And of course, because you can't go anywhere else, everything is a lot more pricey here, but also they charge 10% vax to everything. And so what you would have paid, like, I don't know, we went and get burgers one night or something, and like it was $10 in like their tax here. And so we would have paid $30. We ended up paying like $40. And that does add up over time, especially if you're spending a whole week here. But it is cool because we were able to walk to Margaritaville and to this other little restaurant. And there's not really much to do outside of the resort, so we kind of stayed in the resort. But it is safe, so that's a plus. We also made reservations at Nobu, which is a sushi place here. And that was like 10 out of 10. Amazing. That was probably one of our favorite nights and was our first date night, like, as a married couple, and so that was fun. Shake Shack is one of the only restaurants that they have, like, where the water park area is, and we did eat there at least twice, and it was the most decent price. They also have gluten-free buns, so that was great for me. Yesterday, we went to Poseidon's Table because it's a breakfast place. It's a buffet. They had a line in the hall that would just go forever. And so yesterday, we're like, we're going to try it out. Let's see if it's good.
Don't do it.
It was horrible. We waited like 30 minutes in line to eat there. Spent over $100 for 2 of us to eat there. And it was horrible. Like, we actually left going like, I'm not feeling good.
You felt sick when you left.
Yeah, they had stuff that, like, at first you're like, oh, cool, and then you start actually looking at it, and it's, like, horrible. Gave me, like, Golden Corral vibes. Like, no, definitely not worth the hype, and definitely not worth $100. There's 4 Starbucks here, though, so that's cool. So we went to each Starbucks throughout the whole time we were here. We spent a lot more time outside. We would go sit on the hammocks and drink our coffee or bring it to the beach. That was great. And people really don't bother you either. Like, if you are here, you're alone, like, you can just do whatever you want, and no one bothers you. No one's asking you a bajillion questions. Although you do have to have your key card to get into certain spots, and you also have to have a.
You have to keep your key card with you.
Yeah, everywhere you go, because you also use it to pay for everything. But you also have to wear a swimsuit cover if you enter indoors anywhere. So, like, there was one time Elijah was just walking without a shirt and his swim trunks on, and they were like, "Hey, put on a shirt." So that's kind of interesting. I kind of like it though, because it keeps everything,
pretty modest.
Yeah, modest and like a little bit more professional. But no one told us that. Oh, there's this really good pizza place called Marina Pizzeria, and that place was awesome. We ate there multiple different times.
3 times?
Yeah, like 3 times, and it was bomb. They do have gluten-free pizza too, which is great. It's really small though, so you spend $20 on like a tiny little pizza.
Just eat your enzymes.
I packed enzymes, so we ended up just doing this huge pizza one night, and it was amazing. We brought back to the hotel. We just watched a movie, had pizza. That
Was our
10 out of
second
10.
date night, and that was
That's it.
really good.
We also didn't realize there's dolphins here that you can go swim with. We didn't notice that till yesterday when we found a basketball court that he started playing at, and there was dolphins. Like, literally, there was a fence, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's dolphins, like, on the property. So we could have done that. Didn't know, didn't think about it. You could also do, like, excursions. We just decided to stay here. It was safer, cheaper, and honestly, we had a great time just doing that. The last thing is that we walked so much this week. It's insane. Like, we were tracking our steps, and it's like unreal. Like, to get somewhere, if you want to go eat, like, you better pack a bag with your water in it and snacks in it and like your key card and just everything you possibly could need, because we walked so much. Like, just this morning we went get coffee, and we ended up trying 3 different places because the line was so long. We walked over 4,000 steps just going to get coffee. So, and if you try and map anything out, it's like a 20+ minute walk to get really anywhere. So, yeah. All in all, though, it was fun. I don't know if we'd come back because I feel like we've seen everything. We've been here a week, and unless you have a family to, like, enjoy the water park, it's just for the beach. And if I come back to the Bahamas, I think I'm going to want to just enjoy the beach. I don't need a water park. So, yeah, definitely come to the Bahamas because it's just gorgeous out here, and it is safe if you stay in a resort or a vacation area. But here's just some things you need to know if you want to come to the Atlantis. Yeah. Overall, I think I give it a 7 out of 10. 7 because it's gorgeous, it's clean here, it's safe here. There was a lot to do and to keep you occupied and a lot of things to see, but it's incredibly expensive. They make it hard to, kind of stay within a budget. The people could be a lot nicer, and they're just not very easy to talk to. And they all speak English, which is great. I didn't mention that. They speak English, which is so easy, but it's just very fast. And so when you ask, oh, I didn't get that, can you say it again? They get irritated with you. So I think we met 2 people that worked here this whole entire trip. We've been here almost a week, and that were actually nice. Like, that's a problem. So 7 out of 10 because of those reasons. But if you want to take your family here, it's definitely safe. It's definitely worth it. Just be prepared to spend a lot of money in food and drinks.